I quit my job in 2022 with no backup plan because I wanted to open a recording studio and make music full time. Here's how I did it. Before we jump into this video, I do want to say if you're serious about having a career in music and doing this full time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this video because that is exactly what I'm here to help y'all do. So let me take y'all way back. When I was 16 years old, I met my best friend Lucas and we started making music together, and I found out that I didn't want to do anything else in this world. But as a kid, you don't really know what you're going to end up doing for the rest of your life, and you don't know how to make a career out of a hobby. It's just a very difficult position to be in. So I always had a passion for music, but never knew how to turn it into a career. My parents really wanted me to go to college and get a degree like most parents want their kids to do, but it just didn't feel right to me. Every time that I tried to do schoolwork, I couldn't seem to get it done. It just wasn't for me. So when I was 20 years old, I moved out of my parents' house for the first time. Me and my brother got an apartment together, and I had to get a job to be able to pay the rent so that I could afford to live. So after working there for a couple years, I'm looking around at every single person around me and asking myself, do I really want to be like these people? And I think that was the turning point for me, realizing that the people you surround yourself with the most are the people that you become. And those people I was with weren't doing what I wanted to do. Like I said, I started music when I was 16 years old. So since then, I've always had a dream of becoming a professional artist, a touring artist that makes their money and makes a living off of their music. We all know how freaking hard it is to make money off of music. So I didn't want to just quit my job and go artist full time because I would have put myself in a really sticky situation. So one day I decided to grab a sheet of paper and a pen and write down every single thing that I'm good at, and also write down every single thing that I love. And I was gonna use this sheet of paper to figure out what I wanted to do as a career for this next period of my life. I gave it a few days and came back and looked at it, and the only thing on that sheet of paper that really stood out to me was owning a recording studio. And I realized that a lot of the other careers I had written down literally could be done as a studio owner. I was interested in woodworking. I was interested in interior designing. I was interested in helping others. All of that stuff is literally done at a recording studio. So immediately I hit YouTube, I hit Google. I was just searching, doing research, figuring out what to do to be able to find a commercial space and move recording equipment into it and run a studio. I reached out to a few resources I had at the time. One of them was my uncle, who was a commercial real estate agent, and I asked him for advice on how to start a business and what type of places I should be looking for. He had advised me to go ahead and start an LLC, write up a business plan, and get my ducks in a row before even thinking about reaching out to any landlords or anybody that has a commercial space. So I looked up how to start an LLC. I looked up a draft of a business plan so I could basically copy it. And I just spent hours and hours and hours getting my business ready to go. And this is when I decided that I'm all in. I'm quitting my job, and if I'm making money, it's me doing something for myself. So I took things in steps. I realized that one, I was gonna have to learn how to build acoustic panels because you gotta treat your studio space somehow. So upstairs basement for the first year until I opened the actual studio was essentially an acoustic panel business. I was just building them, posting them, building them, posting them. And that was when I realized, like, you can really make money doing whatever you want to do. So the hunt for a recording studio space took me almost an entire year. And every single day I was looking for spaces. I was reaching out to my agent, sending him a place. I ended up putting in 4 offers on 4 different commercial spaces, and every single one of them got declined. I mean, it just got to the point to where I truly didn't think I was gonna find space ever. But due to the fact I had already quit my job, I was already making money with upstairs basements, there was no going back. So thanks to my current partner, TK, I ended up reaching out to a local recording studio called Grindhouse, and they do their studio model a little differently. Instead of doing hourly sessions, they do a residency model where you pay a really low price and you have a monthly subscription to be able to use the studio rooms. And funny enough, 5 or 6 months after I ran my first session at Grindhouse, the owner of that building was now opening a brand new building right next door to it and expanding his studio space. Jason was pretty much looking for a tenant for this new expanded space, and me and my partner TK were looking for a room to be able to run our own recording studio in. It was just meant to be because it ended up being that easy for us. The space that he acquired was a previous recording studio that me and my partner worked at years ago, and it ended up shutting down and all the equipment got taken out. But the booths were still built, the control rooms were still there. So it was pretty much set up for a studio already. It's so funny how things align when you don't stop working towards your goals. I never knew that Grindhouse would be the reason I found my first commercial space. But yeah, Jason was cool with us running our own brand and doing our own thing. And we ended up signing a 1-year lease at the time. And we had our recording studio. I still remember those first couple weeks, like walking in there, it just felt so surreal. Like everything I had been working towards for the past year finally happened. We started out with the one room. TK had his clients. I was working on building mine because I barely had any at the time. We didn't waste any time. We started shooting content. We started promoting it. I started running Google ads. I was just trying to tell the entire world that Upstairs Basement is right here and we're ready to make your music the best it can be. After 6 months of being open, we ended up expanding and getting a second room. And now we have 2 fully equipped recording studios. I'm still building acoustic panels for additional income, and we're killing it. So if you're stuck in your job and you're wanting to open a recording studio, find somebody that has already done it and learn from them. The best thing you can do in this industry is build meaningful relationships, because that will take you further than anything else. Having this recording studio has literally changed my life, and if you're willing to bet on yourself, you can do it too. If you want to have a career in music, and I mean really have a career in music with no other job needed, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, share it with your friends. I know I'm a small YouTuber and I'm just getting started, but I really do want to see more studio owners in this world, and I want to see more great music being made. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you did get some value from this, please leave a comment. Let me know what you enjoyed about it, and let me know what you guys want to see next.